Our so-called Prime Minister Kamla Persad-Bissessar just stood before Caricom leaders and delivered what has to be the most disgusting, spineless, ass-kissing speech in the history of our region. This was her big debut moment as Prime Minister at Caricom. First time she's ever been there, and instead of rising like a statesman, she slid it in like a puppet with Marco Rubio's hand up her ass. Right out the gate, she launched a vicious attack on fellow CARICOM members over the Brent Thomas affair. The very case where Keith Rowley, whatever his faults, retrieved a wanted man who fled justice. She dredged up that old drama like a vulture picking at bones, pointing fingers and demanding apologies when she should have been building bridges. This is how she greets her Caribbean brothers and sisters? With venom and division? Shame! Let's talk timing. Venezuela's regime has been finally overthrown, a moment that could have united the Caribbean in hope, in shared strength against chaos in our doorstep. The people expected unity, vision, a bold call for CARICOM to stand tall together. What did we get? Kamla Persad-Bissessar preaching subservience. She bragged, she'd do it all again. Yes, she said it. She's proud, thrilled even, that the United States stormed in guns blazing, killing Caribbean citizens as recently as yesterday. Blood on our doorstep. And our Prime Minister is clapping like it's a fireworks show. She openly cheered the blockade strangling Cuba, starving women, children, elders, because Uncle Sam says so. This isn't leadership, this is surrender. Her speech wasn't written in Port of Spain, it was drafted in Washington or by Barry Padarat. Marco Rubio himself could have read it and nodded in approval. Kamla Persad-Bissessar, the so-called Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago, stands exposed as compromised. Utterly, pathetically compromised. She is no leader of a sovereign nation, she is a cuckolded servant to the USA, selling out our dignity, our independence, our Caribbean soul for a pat on the head from the north. And worst of all, she's dragging us all down with her. Trinidad and Tobago is cucked, bent over like Barry, humiliated on the regional stage, reduced to a lapdog, while real nations speak of sovereignty and pride. Kamla Persad-Bissessar just disgraced all Trinidadians. You spineless coward.